What's happening, everybody? Phil from Montreal Diecast Cafe here, and once again, been a bit dry here in the Great White North. Anyways, it's been a bit dry for me. I'm not able to find anything, but I figure we'll mix it up again and we'll try something different again. And what we are going to do is we are going to dare to compare a casting, very popular casting, the R34 Nissan Skyline. We are going to compare a few brands, just to see who's measuring up to have done the best version of the R34. Well, out of my collection anyways. I don't have all the brands, but I do have a good 6 brands here to check and compare from. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We are going to compare the 6 brands that I have of the R34, and we're going to see how it compares up against Hot Wheels. You know, I do love my Hot Wheels, guys. So this should be pretty interesting. Let's see who does the best R34, guys. Let's turn the camera around, put up the old trusty turntables, and let's check out some Skylines. Okay, here we go, everybody. Trusty turntable set up, and the first one up on the chopping block is this guy here from Tomica. Tomica Premium. This is the first Skyline up for, well, guys, I want to hear in your comments. I need interaction with this, guys. Please let me know in the comments which one is your favorite out of these Skylines, and I want to know why, okay? So let's start off with this guy. Now, let me adjust the camera a bit more because you don't really see the car as itself. Let's get this perfectly right. There we go. I think that's a little better. So as you can see, the Tomica does have inserted lights. Okay, definite promise. It has inserted tail lights. Okay, pretty interesting. It is sitting on plastic wheels though, not rubber. Mags are pretty decently chosen. Does have opening door. Not much detail with the steering wheel or anything inside. I'll just see if I can zoom you guys in a bit better here. Okay. It does have a suspension, which is pretty crazy. There's your undercarriage. And lacking side mirrors. Okay. As I said, does have the opening doors, which is pretty cool, but you do see the gaps. So, is it a great Skyline? Well, it's not bad. It's really not bad. But the gaps in the doors I really don't like. And the lack of side mirrors I'm not a big fan of either. But other than that, construction seems to be pretty tough and pretty nice. So I would say it's a decent looking Skyline. But definitely not number one. Then we go to Greenlight. And yes, Greenlight did do the R34. And it also has inserted, or wait a second. No, it does not. It has painted tail lights. And I believe it does have inserted headlights though. Now this one is sitting on rubber wheels. It does kind of have side mirrors. At least they tried. Does have inserted lights in the front. Metal base. And opening hood, I believe. Does it have opening hood? Greenlight usually does. Let's see if we... Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. No, it does not have the opening hood feature, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. So, size-wise, is a bit smaller than the Tomica. So scale-wise, it's probably off. I would say the Tomica is probably more scaled properly. So scale-wise, it's definitely a lot smaller. And overall construction does look a little chunky. So I would say Greenlight is definitely not a bonus. Not a bonus. It's not that great. All right. in my book. Not that great done. The next one, believe it or not, Johnny Lightning, guys. Now, the Johnny Lightning is on rubber wheels again. It does have painted taillights, painted headlights, and is, like I said, sitting on rubber wheels. Mags are okay, not very period correct. Doesn't have any opening features, but model-wise, execution-wise, I would say not really. Well, I would say it's not really perfection. I would say it's far from perfection. Still a decent looking model. You do have to remember the prices on these. Yeah, I've definitely got to say, in Canadian, this Johnny Lightning probably goes for about $12. Greenlight goes for probably about $9, $10. And the Tomica, which would probably go for about close to $15. So, in that price range, the Tomica is still holding up its value, I believe. So far, it is the better of the three. Now, we're going to go into a little bit more expensive cars, I guess. But we are looking at execution, guys. This is the Inno 64. The Inno 64 version is, well, it's pretty sweet. You've got inserted lights, front and rear. Beautiful side mirrors, very well executed. Body kit on this guy looks amazing. Wheel choice, very awesome. Interior is detailed quite well, actually, for what it is. I don't think you can see, but you've got the two-tone seats. Even the dash is two-toned. Okay, you got seat belts, everything. Yes, this car probably run you about $30, so we are in premium, but these are all premium cars, guys. Greenlight premium, Johnny Lightning premium, Kyosho, Tomica premium, sorry, and Inno 64 premium. So execution-wise, this one is probably going to be the top for a little while. It is very sweet. Does not have any opening features. Does have metal base, rubber tires, and, well, it does not roll very well. So if you want a car that rolls, Inno 64 may not be for you. But execution-wise, very, very sweet. The Tomica does roll, the Greenlight does roll, and the Johnny Lightning does roll. So far, the Inno 64 does not roll, but execution-wise, like I said, is extremely sweet. Just to get into a different paint scheme, I'll show you another Inno 64, which is this guy here. Just because we will get to the RLC Skyline, and the RLC does have a Spectraflame paint. So if you guys were going to say, oh, well, you didn't show Spectraflame paint on the other ones, Inno 64 also did a Spectraflame type paint, and this is still the R34. So you can compare this one up against the Hot Wheels after. But still, execution-wise, this Inno 64 is pretty close to perfect. Just a beauty. And once again, does not roll very well. Display model only. The next one is from Mini GT, guys. And the Mini GT version is also pretty well done. Now, the period correct mags, nothing spectacular, but just perfect. Inserted taillights, inserted headlights. And the one thing that this car has that the others do not have is it does show the rear defrost, as you can see in the window. So detail-wise, that's another detail that the others just do not have. Side mirrors are also extremely well executed. Base is metal. Tires are rubber, once again, and does roll very well. and the inserted headlights and the body kit all is pretty excellent. So this Mini GT might just give the Inno64 a bit of a run for its money. And price-wise, I mean, this one's dropped to half of the price of the Inno. This is down to about $15 to $20. So for the price, I would say it's pretty good. Excellent, excellent model. Very, very well executed. Now, just to throw something crazy into the mix, well, maybe I'll throw it in at the end, actually. Right now, we're going to show Hot Wheels. And here you are with the Hot Wheels RLC R34. And it's been done a few times in Hot Wheels, but I did want to choose the blue one because I did want to compare it to the other blue that we have. And just to see which one really looks the best. Now, as it is, the RLC does have painted taillights, which might harm it a bit. Mags are not period correct, which also might harm it a bit. And tampos for the headlights as well, which do harm it a bit. Okay. But execution-wise, casting-wise, it is really nice. It has a great execution. It does have pretty nice interior detail. The seats are done. You do have the speakers in the back, which give it a bit of an extra touch. You do have engine detail. Okay, painted engine does show. That's a definite plus as well. Metal on metal. Rubber tires. Rolls extremely well, of course. It is a Hot Wheels. And I would say that that is a really, really nice casting. Now, you want to put it up against, let's put it up against the Mini GT in blue. Now, obviously, you see the scale of the R34 in Hot Wheels is a bit bigger. But it does go up against the Tomica. But the Tomica, I don't think, is 1/64 exact either. I might be wrong, but as you can see. Now, the other two do have the inserted backlights and headlights, which really makes a big difference. But the RLC, the paint, really is well done on this RLC. So they do look good. But you're missing the side mirrors on the Tomica. Okay? So that is the RLC. And if you want to, guys, say, oh, well, you're showing the RLC Hot Wheels. Well, I'll give you an $8 premium. And there she is. Your regular $8 premium. Now, the wheels are not period correct. Still got painted front and back. Tail lights and headlights. No side mirrors. No opening parts. But execution-wise on casting, I would say it is still very well executed. Now, we will put that up against the Tomica without side mirrors as well. And, well, I mean, the Hot Wheels version does look Hot Wheels up. Hot Wheels done. I mean, you can see that the lines are not as perfected. So, definitely casting-wise, I don't know. It's a bit tough because the Tomica does look a little rounded at the back as to where it's a little more square on the Hot Wheels. But you do see the lines on the Tomica very well as to where the Hot Wheels you don't really see the lines. But then again, we're still talking an $8 casting to a $30 casting or a $20 casting, sorry. So execution-wise, I would still say the Hot Wheels stands up, which is not a bad thing. But being the best, I wouldn't say it is. And just to throw something in the mix, There's an R34 from Kaido House. Now, obviously, this bad boy is done right up. I mean, you have all the wide body kit and everything, but just check out the skyline detail. Rear detail taillights are unreal. Really, really realistic looking. Now, the side, there's nothing left of it of R34, obviously, but the front is really well done as well. And, of course, you have opening hood. But I'm just throwing this in the mix, guys. You know that. You can't compare the Kaido House to the rest. It's just, I'm just showing you execution. Engine, side mirrors, metal on metal, real riders, and a rolls. Very cool. But, let's get serious. Let's do the math, guys. Which one is the top? Tomica. Greenlight, Johnny Lightning, Inno64, 2 times, Mini GT, Hot Wheels, 2 times. Let me know in the comments which one you guys think is the better. I'm starting to lean between the Inno64 and the Mini GT. Just might take the cake for me. There you have it, guys. Till next time, be safe, be well, happy hunting, everybody. Ciao.